All right, so we got a quick update here before we get into the recruiting. KU is really starting to beat up on Baylor now. At Baylor, it's now 43-32. By the time you're watching this, you already have the final score, but it's good for us to know.
Yeah, hey, how many points does Tyshawn Taylor have?
Let's find out.
All right. I got him on my fantasy basketball league. Actually, I got Quincy Miller, too, so this is important stuff.
All right, so Withy was 17 points already. How in the world does Withy get 17 points?
I'm getting smoked.
Yeah, that's just not good when Withy is going for 17
Dude,
points.
Dude, at Buford, too, last
What is
night.
Perry Jones doing down low? Just letting Withy go all, I mean, I'm sorry, but there's
He's
some
whiffing on Withy.
I guess. Thomas Robinson, only 4 points, so, and Tyshawn Taylor has 6. So Withy is basically the entire offense right now.
Good for my team.
And, yeah, Baylor is just kind of spread the ball around.
Okay. But, remember, if you're going to gamble responsibly. That's our message for CyHawkThoughts.
That is our message. And it usually is.
Yeah.
We say gamble responsibly or, don't gamble at all.
Yeah, because if you're going to gamble irresponsibly, why not just give your money away? It'd give you more joy.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I got a newborn.
Yeah.
So
let's talk quickly about that, because you didn't say name.
Yeah,
so, did you say
Casey
name?
Leon Myers.
Oh, there you go.
Casey Leon, 7'7", not height yet, but pounds and ounces. And
he's already got 10 firm offers.
20 and a quarter inches long.
Wow.
So, yep. And as I said before, baby's doing fine. We have some recruiting to talk about now.
Yeah.
The football season does not end here at CyHawkThoughts. It will soon. But we're going to talk about a little bit about recruiting. We'll start off with Iowa.
All right. Iowa's, it depending on who you talk to, third best, fourth best recruiting class. Some would say seventh or eighth. I say it's upper echelon. I'm pretty excited. Greg Garman, with the beer goggles on, I'd say he's a very poor man's Eric Dickerson, the way he runs. Very exciting to see that. He does run a little high. However, that style also is like an Eddie George, or for Iowa fans, maybe a little Cedric Shaw-ish. And I love it. They got some guys on the line, Ketty. They got a dude out of West Virginia to kick some field goals for him, which would be nice, because it seems like the last couple of years, whenever they've struggled with extra points or field goals, it really has hurt with the team. Now, yesterday, Phil Parker named defensive replacement to replace Norm, no relation, Parker. And Phil, he's had a chance to, go jump ship. He's, one reason or another, stayed at Iowa, being rewarded. Offensive coordinator is going to be named soon. I thought that might hurt recruiting. It really didn't.
Well, didn't they? I mean, why would it hurt recruiting? They've already signed letters of intent.
Yeah, but with that, players could.
I can see
the whole thing. I saw more people changing teams this year than.
Yeah, but not. That was prior to signing there.
True, but with the and that was maybe more defensive than offensive.
And maybe that's why O'Keefe decided not to say or do anything until signing day was over. Maybe he didn't want to, just
because he probably had a deal in place with.
I'm sure the Dolphins
Joe.
were talking to him.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Him and Philbin go way.
So
back.
what's your thoughts on that?
On him leaving?
Yep. Happy, upset, indifferent?
This was the little dance I did.
I've been hearing a lot about
that.
But in my opinion, for you Hawkeye fans that think that this is going to change the main offensive look for Iowa,
no.
Kirk Ferentz runs that team, and in my best Kirk Ferentz impersonation, our new offensive coordinator will come in and certainly do a very good job, but certainly this is my team.
Certainly it'll be exactly the same thing.
Yeah,
but
you might see a play call here and there that's different than maybe what you would have had under Ken O'Keefe. But I mean, it's still going to be a pro style offense.
I'll run to the left instead of always running to the right.
That could be it. Maybe there'll be a couple of trick end-arounds or something like that.
The whole end-around.
Who knows? But I think most fans are happy. I'm going to be honest with you. There could be some growing pains there. He was entrenched in the system for quite a while. There might be some growing pains. We'll hope that there isn't, but congrats, Iowa fans.
I wish Jay Norvell would get the job, but I think Jay Norvell would want to do more of a spread, and Kirk don't do the spread.
No, Kirk doesn't like the spread.
No.
Unless he really, really has to, like he did against Pittsburgh. And then as soon as he saw that it worked, he went back to the backwards. So, some more recruit.
Well, that's good for me.
Okay.
Iowa, this is, they always say, we got to wait 3-4 years. I don't know. They got a lot of guys that are going to be helping this year. Hopefully they're not all starting this year, or it's going to be a long year. But it's a good class. I'm excited about it.
Well, I was at home for National Signing Day, so I was kind of glued on to ESPNU.
You not like that, a dog. I know.
It's good, but at the same time, all it is the Florida States, the Ohio States, the Texases, the Oklahomas, yes, that's all it is. And to be honest with you, that's all they care about are those big name schools. And so instead of actually watching them talk about the recruits and watching,
on mute?
I should have. I guess I should have. I was watching up in the upper right hand corner as they went through every school in each conference basically, and put the recruits on there, and that's what I was looking forward to, and seeing the Hawkeyes up at number 3 on their list, that's always a good deal, especially when you have teams like Michigan State, when you have teams like Penn State, you have teams like Nebraska. When you're breaking, you can already name the top 2, Ohio State, Michigan, but to come in 3rd place when you have Penn State, Nebraska, Michigan State, Wisconsin, you're beating some 4 good teams there.
And it was fun to hear Michigan State and Wisconsin complain about Ohio State stealing all their recruits, and that always makes me happy because, those guys, they steal everyone else's, and then when it happens to them, it's like, you do that to me.
Yeah, it was a crazy year with recruiting. On the Iowa State side, obviously weren't on ESPNU's top 3 in the conference. We did solid though. If you think about it, this is a team that you're not going to hear nationally about, or this is a class that you're not going to hear nationally about. What it is though is it's a better class top to bottom than what Iowa State's ever seen before, in my opinion.
Hey,
there's been years in the past
you beat Oklahoma State, you deserve it. That's good.
You look in the past, we maybe have 7 or 8 guys where you're seeing numbers beside them, right? This year, most of the class has numbers beside them. They're not small numbers, but there's numbers. Not that even means anything, but you can just tell it's kind of an upgrade. I think we're going to be very happy with the quarterback we brought in, Roca. Sounds like he's going to be the real deal. Other than that, we got. I was at the Cyclone National Recruiting Day party, which was really fun. Got a talk shop with Wally Burnham for about 15 minutes, and got to say hi to Paul Rhodes and talk to him just very briefly. But
they fire you up.
They did.
He's the kind of guy. I think you could see him at Dolls, and he'd fire you up in the frozen food aisle.
No, he did. We got a lot of cornerbacks, a lot of defensive linemen. We bulked up some of our defense. Our offense. We can go 7 or 8 deep on wide receiver. It seems like we can go 5 or 6 deep on running back. So, they were getting us Big 12 defense ready, and the offense is we've got some skilled players right now. So we didn't really bulk up on a bunch of skilled players.
Seems like the guys I saw they got too were pretty athletic.
Yeah,
it was a little bit of a different change. And not to stereotype maybe the traditional Iowa guy, which there are plenty of dudes that come from Iowa that are very athletic. Yeah. But it just seemed to be more, there's a certain type of guy. And maybe that kid's from Iowa, maybe it's somewhere else, but we wanted maybe a little more.
Yeah, I think they went, they got more speed.
Wow.
And that's
speed kills.
Yep. So they got the kicker here from Ankeny here in the town we're sitting in, that we live in. Hopefully,
where the studio's at,
and we're going to be asking for him to do stuff right off the bat because that's the only guy we have.
Maybe we could have kicking contests with them.
Yeah, because you guys are doing the same, right?
What?
The West Virginia guy?
Having kicking contests?
No. Is Meyer coming? Was he a senior?
Well, I could only hope so.
Okay, so you're starting a freshman then too.
I would hope so.
Okay, so
even if Meyer's coming back, I say you go with the freshman right away.
All right. So both new kickers for both schools.
Hope so.
In terms of, we didn't lose anyone per se. On that particular day, we lost some prior to it, like Berkeley Hill. We lost.
That still seems weird.
We lost a couple to Arkansas State. I think grades had a factor to do with one. Friendship had a factor as well. But on that particular day, we didn't lose anyone that we thought we might have lost. But on the flip side, and this was maybe just the disappointing side of it, is we didn't gain the 2 or 3 or 4 that we were hoping to potentially gain on that day. One of the biggest losses was Javario Montgomery, who was at the Kansas-Iowa State basketball game. He ended up staying with South Florida. He would have been the 21st, I think the 21st ranked wide receiver in the nation.
Not sure why, after watching that game and seeing how crazy those fans are, I'd sign up.
Well... So, and then we lost, we thought it might have been a chance for this kid named Simon. He went to Oklahoma. So we had our hands in the bag of cookies. We just didn't come out with the biggest cookie on a few of them. But we didn't lose our cookies to anyone. So,
and you don't have crumbs.
No. We like our cookies.
Yeah.
We eat those cookies.
That's good.
And so I think...
That's the best advice ever given on this show. We didn't lose our cookies.
No, we didn't lose our cookies. He agrees. Chuck Long agrees.
What do you say, Chuck Long? Didn't lose our cookies?
So, all in all, I thought signing day went well for both schools.
It was great. It made me want to watch the news and then the late version of the news because it was exciting.
Now, you can let us know your thoughts. As always, you can
please
write us at CyHawkThoughts@yahoo.com. And follow us on Twitter at CyHawkThoughts. You'll see some good stuff when it comes to... you need to maybe do a little more on the Hawkeye games. But you can follow Chuck. What's your personal, if you want to follow...
you can follow me at ChuckU24.
ChuckU24. Okay, that'll be, maybe have some more Iowa stuff. I'm usually trying to tweet if I can. If I'm watching the Iowa games, I'll throw some tweets out there.
Well, I appreciate it.
But I do Iowa State the majority.
These smartphones just aren't good for changing from one Twitter to the next.
No, they're not.
Next thing you know, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.